Hi and welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's time to dekit panel 3 and kit up panel 4 of my Evermoment custom multi-panel. I do only have this small one left, so it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. This is a 15 by 20, but that was the last panel that's finished. Quite a lot of water on that panel, very confetti, but I did really enjoy doing it. So we'll put that one to the side. It'll soon, in fact, let me just pop it on a different side and I'll fight to get them away with the others later. Where is my sheets? That's the one thing I forgot to get out. Is I have just kept all my sort of inventory sheets in a little plastic wallet, so I have got sort of the sections of each picture. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and then we're about to do number 4. So I've kept the inventory sheet separate. I actually, while I did check off these diamonds, I didn't even take them out of the bags that Evermoment sent them in because I knew I'd be working on them. The spares that I did put into this sort of storage and hang off my cart in case I needed them have not been used at all. I've not touched them. The last one was completed fully out of this. But it is now time. There's definitely going to be some that are dekitted because there's only 33 colours on this one, so there is definitely going to be some that will need to go away. But I'm going to get my stickers ready for this one so that I can figure out which ones need to be put away and which ones are going to get used for this last painting before all the rest go away. So let's put that in with my others. I don't know whether I'm actually going to keep that or not. I'm not sure. Pair of scissors. I'm so glad I have that pegboard in my craft room. It is absolute gold when it comes to it. So it does look like a couple of symbols seem to be the same on this one, but not all of them. So I am going to sort of check it as I go along. But this is my Xyron sticker maker, gifted to me by a subscriber, but I think you can get them on Amazon. And that's just going to make my inventory sheet into a sticker. Get all those bits of rubbish out the way. And then peel off the top coat, which has got any excess sticky on it, and then all the rest of the sticky is underneath. Now N, which is 159, is exactly the same symbol on this one. So I am just going to cut that one off. There's no point in peeling off and then on again when I notice it's the same symbol. Whereas a lot of them are a different symbol. So I'm just going to cut through a few so that they're ready for me to use as stickers. I don't think we're going to have any colours that happen again yet. I think we're more going to be removing colours than we're going to be adding them. But 160 is a different symbol on this one. Okay, this is where I need to get my little bin to throw some rubbish into. So 160 can move over and can stay. 161 is also still in there, but it's a different symbol. So there's not loads that stay the same, but there is the odd one. 169 is also different. I wonder what colours we don't need in this one. Be interesting to see how many we end up taking out. So 317 is different. and there is still sticky residue and stuff, but because I am just sticking it over the top, I'm not going to mess about with that at the moment. And I'll clean off the bottles properly when I'm done. 316 is actually the same symbol, so let's just get rid of that one. 413, see look, I hardly had to use any in the last one, and I have loads left. I've got a different symbol for this one. I've not had any yet that I don't need. 414. So we will be putting away a few because the last one had a lot more numbers, but it might only be 3 or 4. 415 is also the same symbol, so we'll save ourselves time peeling that one off. 451 is different. And this is also, when I last kitted this up, this was when I last changed. I had to change my sticker roll in my Xyron sticker maker. So some of these are stuck on with tape because the sticker didn't end up transferring. Let's cut up to the 3000s for this one. Oh, we don't have 699, so there's definitely one that I can see that we don't have. So 648 is actually the same symbol, so rather than mess with the tape, I'm just going to leave that. Okay, 699 we don't need, so that one is going to be dekitted. 762 is actually also the same symbol. We don't need 799. 823 is the same symbol. 825 is different, so we will change this one over. So I don't think even companies have the same symbols for the same numbers. I guess they work on some sort of gradient. 930 is a different symbol. And these are also square diamonds as well, so I will be seeing if any of these will fit in my Heaven and Earth Design spares, if I can use any for that. But it should only be a little bit of dekitting. 932. I think more of the trouble will be the fact that I'm going to have a load of extra diamonds. I don't think I'm going to be able to fill up some of these pots. I think I'm going to have leftovers. 932. 934 is the same symbol. So I'm trying to fold it up on itself and I'm just putting it on my nail. 935 is different. So we'll change that one over. And we go there. 939 is the same. So that's that one done. So far we've got 2 that we need to dekit completely. And they can go back into my regular diamonds, but I think most of them, it will be a matter of putting them away when the whole painting's done. Now some companies, when they do a multi-panel, will just have one key inventory for everything. Okay, 3024 is the same symbol. Yeah, some companies will just have one key for every single painting in that group. And some companies, obviously like Evermoment, chart them each separately, though the colours are similar. Okay, so that's the same symbol. 3752 is also the same symbol. 3753 is the same symbol. Saves my fingernails. 3756 is the same. 3768 is different. So I'll have to take this one off. And I don't even know which ones of these I did last time with permanent adhesive and which ones weren't. 3782 is the same symbol. Get off. 3799 is different. So we'll get that one on there. 3841 we don't need. So that's a third one. 3860 is a different symbol. 3861 is a different symbol. So just a few less of each this time, and then 5200 is the same symbol. Okay, so let's put all my rubbish in one place. So that is all the labels ready for these diamonds. But first, I do want to put these ones that we no longer need away. Now, as I say, I do use squares in my Heaven and Earth designs. So, if I open the case that could potentially have this in, 699. So I do have this in my Ever Moment. Sorry, not in my Ever Moment. I do need these Ever Moment diamonds in my Heaven and Earth designs. I've got a little bit of static going on. So let's see if I can... I make a mess, but at least they're bright green. At least I can see them, I suppose. Let's just get them out. Sometimes half the battle is just getting them out. And then I can just use my finger to pick them up. Hopefully it'll calm them down a little bit. Oh, it's going to take longer to dekit than it is to kit up. And I'm only dekitting 3 colours. Okay, 799 is not in this. And then the last one is 3841, which is in this case, if it's in here. And 3841 we don't have. Okay, so this is where the rest of my regular spares go. So I'm on the second box of these. So 799, I'll be able to fit those in here. So I have an escapee diamond and it's fell on the floor, so it can now stay there. So 799 can fit in with the rest. And do I have 3841 in here? No. I do need to create new labels for the fronts of these so I know what numbers are in them. But as I am currently in the process of making this pretty, hence this is not the pretty box, I'm going to look at making new labels when I'm all done. Okay, so 3841, and I do actually have a bag for spares for these, an older bag. So we'll add these in and I'll make that into a pretty bag on one of these Saturdays when I'm revamping. But that is those 3 spares away. Now there is still residue, of course, of glue from multiple different stickers being put on and off these, and I could just put them away and deal with it when I've put the rest away, when I've finished this painting, but I don't like to look at sticky mess, so I'm going to take it off now. So I'm just using a lint-free cloth and just a little bit of Goo Gone. It does come with a little tiny hole in that lid already. And I'm just wiping over the tops of these pots. And it just takes off the sticky. And then I'm just going to clean off any residue with a dry part of the same cloth. Clean off the last of that, and at least then they all, you check has that got sticky residue? Nope, it's just the way the light was shining. So they're now all cleaned off on the top. And it's as though I used a new storage container to kit this one up, even though I didn't. Okay, oh, that's what I didn't check. Did I have any of those extras in here? Are these in order? Oh, these are. Okay, so, oh no, they're similar, they're ish in order. No, I didn't have any of them in there, so I think we're good. If need be, and I come across them at the end, that's fine. Okay, so now I want to get all of these in there if possible. Now, I know there is a few, of course, that I already had extras for anyway. So I'm going to have a look here. 413, for example, this first one here. I already had an extra bag. I think that's all I've got. I've got 3 more bags here. Can I fill it up? Possibly. I could possibly squeeze one more in there, but to be honest, I don't think it's worth it at the moment. But I do think it's possibly worth opening these packets because I now have 4 of them. Though they of course aren't going to have the number on, so I will need to make myself a little sticker. And I am ripping these. They can be ripped quite often, but sometimes they can explode everywhere. Normally I use scissors to prevent it, but for some reason Ever Moments are okay to tear. Some of the other sellers are definitely a bit more hit and miss. Okay, so 413, I'm done. So let me just grab a label. Just grab one of my little sheets with multiple coloured labels on it, and I'm just going to do 413. I'm just going to pop that on there so I know what number it is. And that's how I will quite often store them. At the moment, because these were in big packets, I sort of left them. So 159, do I have any of that? It's a very pale colour. So they're all 160. Let me keep them together because I might need them in a bit. Well, I've hunted them out anyway. 159. There we go. There's one. I think that's the only one I needed for this one. So this one's got quite low. So let's see how many of these I can get in. So I think I'm quite possibly going to be able to get this big one in. I should bring out my big tray for when I make a mess. But if this painting only calls for 1 packet anyway, like if that's all they've actually sent me, I'm probably not going to need to open this anyway. I'll just open it when I'm de-kitting. So that can go for spares. 161. I've got another big bag. Have I got any small ones? Not that I can see. But I'm not going to fit a big bag in there. So I'm just going to add these in. Because the big bags will actually be easier to tip into my spare storage when I'm done in the bag, which is the reason I'm not necessarily breaking those down. 931, I also have a big one, and I can't see any little ones. I can see 932, so I'll put those together. Can't see any 931. So am I going to be able to get any in here? Borderline. Let's try it. If not, I guess they're going in this packet loose, but let's see if we can get this big packet in. They're all going to have to be opened at some time, right? Okay, so they fit, but just. So they'll probably end up waiting till next time. 414. I have 3 small ones of 414. And I have loads of room in here. So let's just get all these 3 small packets in there. get these all opened, because that's a process then that I won't have to do when I'm putting them all away. And I can just work out of that, and that probably won't get touched again. 160, so here again, this is one that I've got 4 small packets for, and I've still got 1 big. I'm just going to see how many of these small packets I can get in so that they can all go together. Because I don't think I'm going to have to touch any of these spare diamonds on this ring, just due to the fact that all the spares have rolled over from one to another. I don't think I'm going to have to touch them, but at least it keeps the relevant numbers together. So 159 is the oldest number, followed by 160, followed by 161. Let's have a look. So these ones have been done, these ones haven't. So 413 has been done, 414. I may as well put them back in number order, it may help me when I go to dekit this one. 415. So 415. I might get these 2 in. Let's give it a go. But considering I had leftovers from the last painting, I have nowhere near gone through this full tub. I might even fit this in. Let's give it a go. I've fit that in as well. So we've managed to empty 1 bag. Okay, what's next? 930. Why can I not see any 930? 930's here. Oh, it's because I was looking at the wrong thing. There it is. I was going to say, I'm going to have some of them. I must do, because these diamonds are purposefully just for this painting. So I've got 4 small packets, so I'm going to see if I can get those all in. And then these can stay as the spares. I might not get them all in though. No, I don't think I'll get that last packet in. So what I'll do is I'll add it in here for when I dekit. So 930, 931. This is now 932. I've got a bit more space in this one, and I've got 2 small packets. So let's open up the small packets for the sake of less packet opening when I've done the painting. And I'll just leave the big packet in there. So that's 932. 3752. Oh, 1 lonely little packet. I'll be able to fit that in there. Plenty of room. I don't think I'll fit the big one in though, so I'm going to leave the big one as spares. And last but not least, I've got 37 in these extras that I had. The last one I've got is 3768. Which I'll be able to fit these 3 packets that came with this painting in it. But I won't be able to fit the big one as well. But that's fine, because they were already extras. And the painting I'm about to do is tiny. Now, the only thing I will say, yes, I am mixing diamonds. So I'm keeping diamonds from a previous painting and rolling them over to the next one. The only time that I ever do that is as if it is a painting or a series of paintings that I got from the same seller at the same time. So this multi-panel was purchased as a set from Evermoment. It was all shipped out on the same day. And I have done it before with some custom comparisons that I've done, where I ordered 4 or 5 sizes of a diamond painting from the same seller on the same day. If I have paintings that are from the same seller but I ordered them on different days, I do not combine the diamonds, because you run more of a risk of the die lots being different. So this is not something that I do as a common occurrence. It's only done in this instance. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my scissors. I have just been tearing them, which works if you're sort of only working with one packet. And it's Evermoment, because they're quite nice. Doesn't work as well with bulk. Oh, am I going to fit all of these in? Time will tell. Let's do 2 first off. And then it's going to be hit and miss whether I get the last one in. No, I'm not going to get the last one in. So that's 3799, so I'll add it into this bag, and I'll add it in number order into that in a moment. 3782. See, the last painting only called for a few, and there's just a few left. This painting obviously calls for a few as well, but I only get 1 packet of it. And they've got static. Try breathing into the bag, see if that can help. Help them to get out. No, we're just going to fight. Okay. We get them onto a bigger surface so that I can deal with them a little bit easier. I am sort of adding another piece of plastic into the step, but it's easier to manage on the tray. Hopefully, she says, and then I stick to her anyway. Oh, it's a good job I'm not trying to fill that pot. Okay, 3782. 648. Where is it? There it is. So again, this is only a colour that's used. It's only really been used, I think, in the last couple of paintings when I've got to some buildings that have got beige in them. 935. So while they are repeated across this panel and the panel I've just completed, each panel only has a few. So Evermoment will send you a packet for each painting. So in turn, that can equal a lot more spares at the end of it. This painting actually doesn't have any big bags. They're all smaller bags. But that's fine. 3756. Clumsyitis knocked them in. But small paintings do make for quicker kitting up anyway. 762. Which is good, because I feel as though I have finished like a series of 3 different paintings within a few days of each other. So I have recently done a lot of dekitting and kitting up videos. And then of course I'll have a few days where all I'm doing is actually doing diamond paintings, which is the better side of things. Okay, so 317 isn't all going to fit in because of the extras I had, so I'll get a bag for that in a minute. 939. I might not get all of these in either. So I only need 3 bags for this painting. I've probably got more than enough in there already. But I do like to open them up. I didn't used to, When I first started diamond painting and didn't have many spares, I would have kept these in their bag and I would have put them into the spare storage, still enclosed in the packaging. Excuse me. But as I've diamond painted more and more and gained more and more spares, they take up so much less room, not in these packets. So now all my spares are opened up regardless. I don't keep them in the packets anymore at all. So that's got hardly any diamonds in it, but I do have a second bag. Still going to have more than enough because Evermoment do send sort of extra diamonds. They've always been very generous with, or quite often been very generous with the spares. I won't say always because I have heard of people running out, but it isn't something that I've experienced on an Evermoment. I have never run out on an Evermoment. If anything, I have more spares than I know what to do with quite often from an Evermoment, but some people have. So mistakes can happen. Okay. Nearly there. So I've only got a few more diamonds now to get in. 161. Did I have that before? I did. Did I have a big bag for it then? Maybe I did have a big bag for one of them. Anyway, I found some more. They're small packets and they are going to fit, so that's fine. That's the small fiddly packets opened. They must have got hidden under something. People are probably shouting at the screen going, "You've got 161, it's over there." I guess we'll find out when the video goes up and the comments come through. Because sometimes I do see people comment and mention something as they're watching. And sometimes I get questions that people will ask as they're watching. They'll ask a question and then later on in the video they'll go, "Doesn't matter." 20 minutes later or so they'll go, "Doesn't matter, you answered it." So I do try to answer any questions you guys might have. If not, I do get to the comments as often as I can and try to ensure that I answer any questions that are out there as soon as I can. Oh, this is going to be a mammoth de-kitting. I am going to have so many spares when we're done. Maybe not so much of this colour, but definitely of the likes of 161 and 159. What I might even do, and this is sort of ticking over as a thought, because I'm always thinking ahead, is I might, when it comes to putting these away, so the likes of 161 that I have 2 bags for, I might actually change whatever I have in my spare storage to just be those, and then put the extras in my giveaway bin, so that I have the extra nice diamonds in my spare storage. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's all the diamonds that I can get in the tub. I do need to add on 3799, which actually goes right at the end, that I have as an extra. And then I've still got loads more of these bags. It came in a pack of 100, so I have plenty. So I need another bag for 317. Now, quite often, most sellers, I would just open these and tip them all in. I think the main reason I'm not doing it with these is I know I'm not likely to need these for my painting. I think I'm going to have plenty in my actual storage to do the painting. I think these are just going to be when I de-kit. So I'll fight with them when I dekit. But so far, I think these are all my extra spares from doing my multi-panel. We'll see how we go. I'll still add it onto my little mini Raskog that's not called a Raskog. I'll still add it onto my little cart for while I'm doing this. But I do want to get the canvas ready. I'm actually not sure how to divide this up because it's tiny. Okay, so it does actually work this way. Okay, so that might make a difference. The image is this way, even though the canvas is this way, and the symbols are that way as well. But I do know I want to remove this sticky. Now, you can't do this on all paintings, I've found recently. Some paintings, just the glue does just not peel up nice. It's as though they've changed the quality of the tape they're using. But Evermoment is still pretty good. So I'm just running my craft knife along the tape, which is just like tissue tape. It's really, really thin, so you don't need a lot of pressure. And then on the hole, so it didn't come off in one then, I'm just going to pull up the excess, which stops it getting any fluff and picking up any bits, especially when the weather gets cold and I'm wearing a cardi. It can just pick up bits of fluff. So I'm going to get rid of that. I might actually get rid of a bit of top sheet there as well. I'll just trim it a little bit bigger. Just get rid of the fatter part of it. And then I'm just going to do the same the other side. It's that, or I end up putting washi tape on it as I sort of get to that section. But if I can get away with removing this beforehand, if it's, you know, a company that has the better quality of tape and it allows me to just pull it up, then it's a lot better to do. Okay. It is only a very, very small amount on the other side, so I'm going to leave that. And then I'm just going to let this overhang a little bit, but I don't want it to overhang too much. Is that cut all the way through? No. There we go. Okay. So excess glue is taken off my canvas. My canvas is that way round, or the image is that way round. So I think I might just stick with the strips that I've been doing. Do I make it 6? 6 might be too small. I think I'm just going to do it in 4. I think it is going to be a very quick painting to do this one. Especially once I get going, because it's an Evermoment, I don't like to put it down. I like to sort of get going and not stop. So I actually don't know whether, should I put this in the Decision Maker app? Or do I just start at the bottom and work my way up? Sort of seems a waste of stickers. Is it confetti on every section? Yeah, it pretty much is. Okay, I'm not going to put this one in my Decision Maker app. I normally would. I'd normally section it 1, 2, 3, 4 and let it choose. But to be honest, I think I'm going to get a nicer finish and I'm just going to enjoy it if I just do it from the bottom. So I'll be doing the sea or the bay. And then I'll just, you know, I'll have a plainer section and then I'll have lots and lots of confetti while the buildings come to life. So I think that's just what I'm going to do. No Decision Maker app for this one because it's small. But I have loads of spares and I have all my diamonds ready. In fact, more than enough diamonds ready to get this last one finished, and of course as soon as this one's finished I can get it mounted and I can get it up on my wall. So it might be quicker than you think. It depends how much time I get to do it, because I do have some customs. I sort of limit myself on how much I can work on my Evermoment to make sure my customs are done. But anyway, it will be coming soon. We'll have a mammoth dekitting of this once I've finished, and then I'll be sure to have a framing of it as well. And I am planning on putting this on mount board before it goes on the wall, so a very cost-effective and cheap way of mounting your diamond paintings but still making them look stunning. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all again soon.